against Joss. I'm actually pretty sure Joss comes from Rivers Stream, and for all of you who don't know, Rivers is actually like a firmly partnered with this DNA, at least at the moment, while it's online. And there's a lot of reasons for that. But in any case, he's not entered today, but I know that still some of the subscribers do still come through. But we will see, though. I mean, this is Joss's Roy coming out. Roy is just, like, super deadly, dude. And the thing is like, outside of, like, a couple of, like, the really tippity-top players, like, you don't see a whole lot of Roys and Croms online. Like, there was, like, a Roy craze for a while. Roy's honestly, like, dude, just, whatever that move. Not Dancing Blade. It's, like, not soaring. Whatever his, like, dance blade move is called is just so strong. So even if, like, you're, like, struggling with Roy, like, it looks like Joss has a pretty good handle on some of, like, Roy's combos. I see him looking for certain confirms here. But, like, even if you don't have that stuff down, like, that move in itself kind of carries. Pretty good neutral on this first stock, man. We're pretty deep into this game at this point with a couple, like, heavy-hitting fast sword characters and not a single stock. A whole lot of defense, and honestly, like, yeah, it's pretty good nooch. Yeah, it looks like a sort of little pokes here and there coming out from each. Kind of just waiting for a mistake, but everyone's, these guys are both playing, like, really defensive. Kind of appreciate it, both going in for a swing there. Throwing that right out. Glenn does that sometimes, and it does look like it actually kind of works. Yep, I was waiting for that F-tilt. That is just such a good move on ledge, dude. Cover space. It's not a whole lot of lag, so even if you miss, you're not really in any super big trouble. And Glenn now starting to surge, and Joss gonna be looking for something here. Glenn does get back with limit intact. Glenn catches him with the limit cross slash just a little bit. Yeah, Glenn playing just so cautious here. With the old bread and butter of Crom and Roy, which is the infamous Jer, as it were. Works every time, dude, or a lot of times. I know Roy does have the sour spot, which can sort of sour the whole confirm, but yo! All right, man. Joss looks like he's really ready to just dig in here. Any opening Joss is getting, he's really been making it count. Glenn has had, like, a pretty good slow climbing lead, but now that Joss is starting to hit some of these confirms, it's starting to look a little bit different here. And that sword is very, very strong. So, if Glenn makes the wrong move, that could be toast, but it does look like Glenn has found footing again and does have limit. So, yeah, just tossing it out. I don't know what the time limit is on that thing, so I don't really have a good sense if it was, like, almost running out or not, but I know sometimes that's a good reason to throw it out. Yup, was looking for the tech chase there, and that would have been... Okay, yeah, that was pretty clean. Not able to finish it out, although really good percent there. Or really good damage, rather, tacked on by Joss. And a potential opportunity here does have Glenn. Yeah, in a really bad position there. Poked him a couple times. Had him in a bad, basically bad position on the platform. That was literally just, Roy's going to shark you every time for that. Not going to be looking to get himself back in the lead, but does have work. Joss did a really good job basically staying patient because Glenn had this game wrapped up, and wow, that probably would have killed if that landed. Definitely a misinput by Glenn. Probably was trying to charge some more and ended up using it. Unless he was going for some like really dank roll read, which I don't think was the case. Good job getting back on ledge. This is incredibly scary against Roy. Like, very, very scary against Roy. Yeah, Joss is out here swinging as well. They should be. Glenn taking that second stock. Does have a little bit of room to work with, although not looking good at the moment. Yeah, that jab does hit ledge. You got to look out for that, especially against like Crom in particular, where it pretty much connects all the time into like a back air. I know it's a little different for Roy. I might be a little misinformed on that, but I just know that there's a weak spot, and that's why it sounded like a wet fish hitting him on the ledge, and not like a hard, like, connect sword. All right. Oh, wow. Of all the ways for that set to end. Glendo's honestly doing a really good job hanging in there, dude. Had the early lead. Josh sort of found himself coming back and grabbing the lead. And honestly, like a pretty good game one. That was like really just sort of sound play from both ends. It was literally just patience the whole time. It just looked like Joss sort of, you know, Roy is a character, like, when you get an advantage, and, you know, like that archetype, like Roy Crom, like, when you get an advantage, there's just a lot you can do. There's, like, a huge tree of combos you can have. There's a lot of good follow-ups. Like, Cloud has a lot of good advantage stuff, too, but it's just a little bit different. I almost want to say there's a little bit more creativity, maybe, with a Roy. There can be, I should say. And yeah, I've definitely seen that out of Josmarlu. So here we go. Yeah, heading back to PS2. I expected nothing less from Glenn. We will see if he's able to find something different, because honestly, that first game was not bad at all for Glenn. It just really got a little bit out of hand as soon as he lost the lead. Was literally just sort of, you know, winning kind of the rubber game, as Koopa would say, where kind of tit for tat. Was making the damage count and then was able to kind of play defense until he wasn't, and Joss got in. So we'll see what he does this time. Looks like already a little bit more swinging, a little bit more what you would expect from each of these characters, at least right now. Speaking of which, consider a lot of climb hazard definitely being one of those things you expect. Does have limit. We'll see what Glenn can get off of this. If anything, at least just some damage. I'm actually surprised he didn't let it rip right there. And yeah, there it goes. I actually don't know what the exact time limit is on that, but it is running out. Did run out for Glenn, and now in a really good, you know, despite losing limit, in a really good place until Josh just turns the tables. But had Josh sort of in a bad place off stage. Rolls reverse, but I mean that limit is gonna good choice. Sensei, thanks, brother. I appreciate that. Let's go. Ooh, I was actually expecting something from the roll-in. A lot of times you will see people just kind of roll in. You never know, though. Like, Cloud has really good coverage each way. Could literally chase with the dash attack or just charge any smash attack. Probably up smash, honestly. But yeah, this is another really hard-fought, like, first stock. I think this is going to be one of those big mental games. Like, whoever, you know, even though it's mostly pretty even and anyone's going to die at any moment now. Wow. Really aggressive from Joss and really mixing it up. Glenn making it work, though. Makes it back to stage. And, yeah, dash attack, that's going to be the mistake Glenn needs Joss to make to capitalize. And going to want to keep himself clean here. So many times you'll see someone lose a stock, come back, and it's one hit, even it back up. But Glenn, again, sort of delaying the recovery. Making it look like he wants to keep the limit and instead just expending it right on the ledge. Just caught Joss a couple times with that. This time just for damage. Last time, definitely a lot of stage position involved. Okay. Almost a scary moment, and Glenn really starting to surge here. The turnaround dash attack. Okay. Good option. I mean, that still sends him pretty far at even, you know, 70%. Glenn really close to limit here, and Josmarlu at a point where he could probably die to limit. You could expect to see a blade beam, I guess. I know Glenn opts for that a lot. Back air not gonna take the stock, but there's that F tilt coming in again. Been the MVP for Glenn this game. fair, and not finding anything. And this is again, I literally think this comes down to the first stock for this particular pairing of players. This is kind of the opposite of what Joss was able to do to Glenn towards the second half of game 1. And now Glenn's in that position where he's sort of really capitalizing on some of Joss's mistakes. And up smash, not going to quite be the juice Glenn needs, but still has an entire stock lead here. Stranger things have happened. I don't want to say anything, and it is looking pretty good for Glenn at the moment. But stranger things have happened here. You are talking about Cloud as a character who is easily gimped, but Glenn should be able to close out this game. I mean, I would honestly think just a Randy back air at some point is probably going to do it, but Josmarlu, that was a really smart, that was smart. Limit climb hazard from Glenn. Joss looked like they were fully prepared for Glenn to just approach ledge. Glenn's really got to find this kill, though. I honestly think each second Joss is alive is only to Joss's. Yeah, okay. There it is. That's the back air I was waiting for the whole time. So Glenn is going to make this a game 3. This is honestly a really good set at the moment. Both these guys are definitely like this. This is a sweaty set, and that's a good thing. A little bit of sweat in an online tournament, like, that's good. So in any case, yeah, this is going to be game 3. I expect that we're probably going to be on PS2, but this is Josmarlu's pick, so he might change, or they might change locations. But I feel like if I know Glenn, he would. Okay, they're switching stages, so I don't know what to expect here. I do know that if it were Glenn's choice, they'd probably be sticking to PS2, but. Let's see where we go, man. I mean, this is a good set at the moment. So if you're hopping in now, or if you've been here, this is definitely a good part of the drop-in bracket. This is game 3 here, and this is actually, I've had the wrong label up top. This is actually winners quarterfinals. So this is to get into top 8. This is honestly kind of an even set for the most part. It's very, very sort of polarizing. I feel like 1 minute you're seeing Josmarlu kind of go off, and the next minute you're seeing Glenn sort of do his thing, and then one of them goes off into like basically a big lead. I expect to see Blade Beam just kind of get thrown out here, unless, yeah, he's gonna use it to recover. Yep, that's usually what Glenn does, and honestly, it's actually a pretty safe option. Okay, yeah, man, that is one of the classics you see, and prepared for that tech. Glenn keeping himself alive here, because yeah, I looked away for a minute, and Joss has a massive lead. Does have to use the limit. There are a lot of ways for Glenn to at least keep himself within one stock of Josmarlu, but instead, Joss is going to take that really big lead now, full 2 stocks. And now doing all the crazy Roy stuff. This is, you know, now we're seeing a pretty confident Josmarlu, and whenever you're watching a Roy move around like that, throwing out hitboxes also so fluidly, you know, doing the B reverses on the dances. It's hard to deal with that, man. Glenn's honestly been doing a really great job this whole set, so I think if he could maybe at least secure this first stock away from Joss, but wow, read him like a book. Oh, baby. Oh, Glenn wants that one back. Damn. Honestly, dude, that was... Roy with momentum is is scary stuff. This was just really good plays coming out from Josmarlu, dude. This is smart play. Glenn's probably mad, but like honestly, he played a great set. Like that game 3 wasn't you know, a little something to be desired, but you know, that comes, I think, with, again, it's all mindset. It really is. Wi-Fi is one of those things. Like if you get hit by that, like you just got to be like, that was good play. That wasn't Wi-Fi stuff. That was just That was just good Roy combos into good read. So we'll see if Glenn recovers, though. You know, going out in winners' quarters, that puts you in a reasonable position. I think that puts you at top 12? Top 6? Top 12? Yeah, I believe so.